Hi there, and welcome to Module 1. In this module, it's all about understanding your why. Why are you a real estate agent? Why should people want to work with you? Why, if there's a million other agents around, should you be the one they choose? This is a really deep, layered process of truly understanding your why. You cannot build relationships in a meaningful, authentic way, especially in such a very important industry as helping people buy and sell a home. You cannot fully authentically build those relationships if you don't truly understand your why. You can do the job, you can get the transaction done, you can make some money, but are you really going to be good at it? Are people really going to want to work with you as opposed to she was good. She was fine. You want people to sing your praises. You want people to continue to be smile and be happy if you reach out. You want people to trust you and refer you. And you want to feel good. You want to love what you do. So let's talk about the why. I am a high school teacher by trade, 28 years in a high school classroom. I was also a high school principal for a few years in there. Um, so I come from a background of talking to people, guiding people, educating people, knowing my purpose, knowing my why, feeling good about what my purpose and why is every day, giving a lot of myself to others to watch them succeed, leading, managing, listening, supporting, um, directing, all of those things. And that's really everything you do in real estate. Never in a million years did I think I'd be a real estate agent. About seven, probably like 8 years ago, I was at the gym. Guy that I kind of got to become friendly with was a real estate agent. He just kept saying to me, "You have to be a real estate agent. Your personality, your communication skills, your confidence, all of those things would be so good in that industry." As I was thinking about what to do, as my daughters were approaching college age, single mom for a long time, always struggling to make ends meet, but trying to find a way that I could use the extra time I'm going to start to have as my girls were older and driving and getting ready to go to college. How could I really meaningfully make some money to help pay for college? So real estate popped back in my head. Um, but I'm a person of purpose, of authenticity, of really having an understanding of being driven to do something. And what drives me is not always a dollar sign. It's not always recognition. It's about relationships. It's about feeling purpose. It's always been my bread and butter in teaching, and that's become my bread and butter in real estate. So I was really struggling with trying to like zone in, like really, how do I justify this purpose? What is it? And then it, bing, light went off. I was a single mom. I had a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, recently separated, and realized I could not afford to keep the house. So I had to sell it. Really, really devastating. So I called the real estate agent who helped us buy it about 10 years earlier. Wonderful woman. And oh my God, at that time in my life, she was a godsend. Absolute godsend. Not only was she just a phenomenal real estate agent and knew the business and the industry and how to negotiate, but she was a wonderful person. And she was the woman I needed or the person I needed at that moment. And I didn't even know how to ask her to do the things she did. She just knew what to do. She would come and sit at the kitchen table. This was before DocuSign and doing things online. She would come and sit at the kitchen table and read to me the documents that I had to sign, telling me and explaining things to me while I'm cooking dinner, while I'm packing lunches. This is really before people were like had wireless connection in their cars for phones. So she would make the time to come when I could be home, but she would sit here and focus on the real nitty gritty with me while I was doing other things. And then I could multitask. The girls could be in the house, they could be doing their homework. She was at the kitchen table. It was amazing, amazing. Sold the house, got the price we wanted. And then 18 months later, she did another amazing thing and figured out a way to find a lender that would work with me in 2009, which is like the horrific bubble bursting in the real estate market. How to get a mortgage company to work with a single mom with debt, with divorce issues, not a lot of money down, but she figured it out. And she was amazing, amazing. Everything I have today in terms of the home and the peace that I had because of that really was because of all the amazing things she did for me. That's my why. That is what clicked in my head and helped me realize this is what I can do for people. I'm a fighter, I'm a go-getter. I don't take no for an answer very well. So I'm driven to get to the end of something successfully. And if I could do that really to make somebody else have what they need, and make them feel successful, that's kind of what I loved about teaching. I can do that in real estate. And I finally had the opportunity to really give back exactly what was given to me this past month, actually. A client that I started with about 5 years ago had nothing, two daughters, divorced, living in an apartment. Unfortunately, her kids were going to school in a district that was expensive Bucks County neighborhood, but she wanted her kids to stay there. It was a great school district. So for her to be able to afford to buy a house there was really a reach. It took about 5 years. She put herself through nursing school. She lost weight. She got healthy. Her daughters were thriving. And about a month ago, we got her under contract on the perfect house, checked every box. And the night before we went to closing, she texted me and she said, "You know, you never gave up on me. You stuck with me through this whole thing. You listened. You didn't try to convince me otherwise. You didn't try to sell me something less than what I really wanted. You had hope and belief and knew that I could get there. And all that time helped me keep going." I'm going to get like a little emotional. But that was my why. That was it. In real life, it happened. And I've done $1 million transactions. I've helped people buy and sell $1 million+ homes. And yes, those bank account statements are great, but that's not my why. That's not my why. My why is really feeling at the end of the day, God, I really made a difference for somebody. So that's what you're going to do in this module. And there's layers there. You know, you have to think about it. You know, certainly it's a job. Certainly it's a people thing if you're a people person. Certainly it gives you a good paycheck at the end, but it's work, it's hustle, and it really only pays off in the right ways if you really understand what's driving your why. And it can be anything. There's no right or wrong as long as you're being authentically true to yourself. And that's the key. Relationships are really what will drive a great real estate business. And in order to build really great relationships, you have to really authentically understand who you are and what's driving you. So get into it, get your hands dirty, think about it. I can't wait to see what you come up with. I can't wait to hear the purpose and the why behind your business. So good luck on that journey, and I can't wait to see you on the other side.